Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
Thank you for the applause. Do appreciate that. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Sitting Ringside. This is episode number 202. What's cracking, fellas?
Not much, man.
We are back where we need to be. Same time, same place. Well, maybe a minute late, but
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a packed show tonight, fellas. But before we get started, I am Robert Villa, and with me, as always, my homies Dave Rodriguez, Mark Ambu Miller, and of course, Rudy Lara. Let's get started real quick with the shout out to HKA USA. Go to hkusa.com. They support a lot of fighters. They support us. We support them. Go and support. Can't stress that enough. Every single Thursday night, go to HKA USA. They are good people. Also, shout out to our streaming partners, Trailer TV, Flow Combat, ESPN Plus, The Zone, and MMA TV. And quick shout out to foxhoundfuel.com. Go get some foxhoundfuel.com products. I take them. I like it. If you want to do a starter pack, click the QR code. You'll get a sample pack. And you know what? If you want to get it even cheaper, use our discount code. You will get 20% off using our code FBMMA in all
Hydration.
Yes.
It's extremely important, folks.
Get it. Also for the fellas, if you want to get some comfortable underwear, go to my buddy, John Tyler. Use our discount code for another 20% off. Use our code is FIGHTBOOK in all caps. I'm telling you guys, this guy is changing the game and how underwear feels. It is very comfortable. So go get it. And if you want to get some merch, scan our QR code as well. It'll take you to our merch store. Get a nice hat, nice shirt, hoodie. If it's not there, let me know. Lord, let
Fight
any
Book
of us
MMA
know.
condoms.
Hey, it's coming. It is coming.
Get it? It's
Or-
coming.
It's coming.
or a
And that's what
full-on
we're trying to
fight,
stop here, folks.
or a full-on fight book MMA three-piece suit. Of course, I don't got my suit on tonight, but
No.
yeah, if you want
We'll
a
get
suit,
suit.
get up
Birthday
Rob.
suit.
Shoot Rob a
Yeah.
message. Jump in his DMs. If you want a fight book MMA suit, you can make it happen around these days. You know.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. All right, guys. That's all our shout outs for tonight. Let's do a quick rundown. Quick, because there's not a lot of events happening this weekend. On the in the MMA, kickboxing, grappling, Muay Thai category. Tomorrow, February the 16th, Octagon 55. That's happening tomorrow. Also live at Fight Book MMA 1 Friday Fights 52. Rudy, me and you watch One Friday Fights religiously every Friday morning. It's what a good way to start the weekend, right?
Yeah, it is, man. It's a great way to start your day, to wake up and, get your workout going, get ready for work. I'm actually off tomorrow, so I can enjoy the entirety of it.
Yes. Hell yeah. So go check it out. I will be doing the live results as well at the website at Fightbook MMA with the live stream. So go and check it out. Also streaming live on Fightbook MMA, we have Alpha Fight Streets, Australia versus the world.
The world's gonna win.
And then we have a grapple tournament, grapple in the Temple 5 for the love of grappling. That's what it's titled. So it's
For
pretty
the
cool. Then,
love
of
of
course,
grappling.
got to get that grappling, man.
We need to redo that song, bro.
I know, right? Also, of course, we have UFC 298 Volkanovski versus Tapuria. We will be giving our predictions and grading the fight poster later tonight. So check it out. Also, uh, this one is I've watched the last event and it was pretty fucking cool. I know Rudy, you watched it. This Sunday we have the International Sumo League World Championship Sumo. That's also going to be streaming live at Fightbook MMA.
And you know who always does the like live stream commentary? Michael Bisping.
Michael Bisping,
He's a
yep,
huge
he sure
fan of that
does.
shit.
He
It's
is.
funny.
He's a
He
real
is.
fight fan, and he's a
Yeah,
real
he's a real
sumo
fight fan,
fan.
bro. He's a real fight fan.
In the boxing bare knuckle slap fighting category, we have live on DAZN. Commerce, California. Joseph Diaz Jr. versus Jesus Perez. This is a 10 rounder in the junior welterweights division. I wait. Also, live in New York on ESPN and ESPN
It's
Plus,
Saturday night.
we have a title fight: Oshaki Foster versus Abraham Nova. This is a 12 rounder for Foster's WBC junior lightweight title.
It's for all the
And
marbles.
yes, and to be announced, but it is going to be in Mexico, live on the zone, another title fight. Adrian Correll versus
Yep.
Sivanathi Natshinga.
What?
I know, right? That's a 12 rounder for Correll's IBF junior flyweight title. And that's it for that. Like I said, it wasn't a lot of events happening this weekend, I guess, because we have the big pay-per-view for UFC. But yeah, go check it out. Go to fightbookmma.com. It's always streaming all these events there. So go. David, you know what to do, bro.
Yes, indeed. If you're not watching every single second, every round of every fight, every event that Rob just mentioned, and of course, going to fightbookmma.com for all your results. Not a real
A real
fight
fight
fan.
fan. You have to do the fucking Friday challenges, folks. Don't think that we forgot. Okay,
Yeah.
you got to do them. Every single
And
one.
you got to be,
and
you got to be a
you
real.
know, you got to be a real fight fan. And on great weekends like this, where there's not a lot of fight events, gives you a better opportunity to do as many Bucket Friday challenges as you can. You can make up for some. So that's how you come back from being a once renowned fight fan to being a nobody. You can make that up. You know, if you miss one, you can always make it up. Okay,
Always.
always.
And do not forget, we do have a checklist, unofficial, official. We'll be talking about it more on this show, but we talked about it last week. You got to listen to Ariel's show every week. Bucket Friday Challenge, check. Watch every event, every fight. Drink some cases of Bud Light. I don't know how many cases you need, or that's also a big one right there. You got to have the Bud Light. What else, Rudy?
Fucking Friday challenge.
Yeah,
That's on
You
there.
got to
Key.
you got to butt chug a Modelo. Yeah, because if
Or
you
you
did it
just
with a
have to-
Bud Light, if you did it with a Bud Light, then you'd probably be gay. So you don't want to do that.
What the fuck?
Or you just have to have if you're new to this show, if you're hearing us talk about real fight fans, first of all, you got to have X. You got to have an X.
Yes.
You
And you
got
got
to
to
be
follow
going at.
every single fighter that's listed in the UFC.
Even the
You
Amis.
gotta, and even
that.
Nina Drama. If you're not subscribed to Nina Drama, you're definitely not a fight fan.
You're definitely not a fight fan.
But the Hawani show, what else? There's plenty more. We'll add to it every
There's a
week,
lot.
and we'll get
There's a
we'll
lot.
get a full checklist. So you better check out every box, or you're not a real fight fan.
And if you want that checklist, you can either DM us and we will send it to
Bird up.
you.
But speaking of real fight fans, if you didn't have ESPN, we messed up and didn't mention ESPN Plus, of course. you had to have ESPN Plus to watch Joe
Oh yeah, you
Pyfer,
have
Jack
to.
Hermanson last week. So,
Yep.
man, it was 14 fights. I mean, you better have watched them all, otherwise you're not a real fight fan for sure. But man, starting from the top, I mean, I thought Joe Pyfer was going to smash Jack Hermanson. I underestimated him big
Amen.
time, and this was for sure like a parlay breaker for a lot of people. Joe Pyfer, lots of hype. Dana's homie. They pushed him right to a main event slot. So man, Jack
Yep.
Hermanson, he
Set
stopped the
me up.
hype right or
Bro, I said it last week that there's a good chance that he gets derailed.
Yeah,
Um,
that
I
fucking
mean,
jab.
Jack Hermanson is just he's a super skilled fighter, man, and I think they were just pushing Joe Pyfer out there, bit off a little too much more than he could chew. Had he won that fight, he probably would have been pushed even higher to the top, and probably stopped by somebody better. You know what I mean? So I
yeah.
don't,
Mm.
not knocking his skill. He's great, but he's got a lot of shit to work on, bro. This is yeah, I wouldn't see this as a loss. I would see it as a learning experience for him. But Jack Hermanson, bro, that dude he's a man on a mission again. I like the fire in his eyes, bro.
Yeah, and he's fought everybody, you know what I mean? And they kept mentioning it. Joe Piper's never seen a third round, fourth round, and we definitely seen the lack of experience in those long fights. He's never. I mean, Jack Hermanson. I mean, name somebody that he hasn't fought. Like I think maybe Chimaev or somebody, but like you said, Rudy Piper, had he got out of there with the W, he would be seeing the Chimaevs, the Whitaker, or whoever it may be. And yeah, man, I wouldn't favor him in any of those matchups. But man, Jack Hermanson, never picking against him again, right, Rob?
Bro,
Or,
yeah,
or
I mean,
maybe
I mean
maybe
that
next
that
time.
first round, it was like everybody was shitting bricks, waiting for Piper to pull the trigger, and he was trying. And Jack Hermanson, he escaped that shit,
Yeah,
and he just outboxed him, out hustled him the entire fight. Joe Piper he was fading, man. He doesn't. I guess he's used to these first round finishes, and I don't know, man. It was a bad look for him, in my
yeah,
opinion. It just seemed like he didn't take this guy that serious, which is a
yeah,
huge fucking mistake.
Mhm.
yeah.
But hey, man, hats off to the dude fighting a guy like Jack Hermanson, the way
Mhm.
he did. Yeah, I got nothing respect for the guy, but yeah, definitely not his time right now.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I
And
just
that
hope he
12
doesn't
and
go the
2.
way go the way of all these other up and comers that are turning to like these Conor McGregor wannabes, talking
Oh
shit
god.
and
Oh
being
my god,
assholes.
dude.
Like you start liking them and then they start opening their mouths and it's like, bro, shut up already.
Yeah, because even in the end, in a loss, like he somewhat was saying, like, or giving excuses, but very humble in a loss. I mean, he
Yeah.
fought, a guy that, I mean, I completely counted him out. I was saying, it's possible that he could even be cut, Jack Hermanson, or go to PFL, maybe
Mm-hmm.
contract issue. Maybe that was his last fight on his contract. But they showcased Joe Pyfer, and like you said, Rudy, it's a loss, but it's a loss against like a guy that's fucking the junkyard dog at 185. So,
Learning,
And
but
bro, learning
I
experience.
was, yep, I was picking Joe Piper to win. I thought for sure he was gonna win, and
Everybody was, dude.
I was rooting. Yeah, man, I was rooting for him, and it just wasn't his night, man. Jack
I had the
Manson had
dog.
his
I had the
number.
dog on an alternate bet slip. I had Jack Hermanson on an alternate, man. And I could have hit, but a couple people screwed that up for me.
and one of them was probably the co-main event where Andre Feely had been looking good. I never pick Andre Feely. Like, I pick against him every single time. But Dan Ige, man,
Bro.
that's what Dan Ige
Brutal,
does. They don't
bro.
call him 50K Ige for no reason. So pretty sure he got
Dude,
another 50K out of this one, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
2 minutes in, bro. Bam.
He just
First
it was
round.
it was ugly, bro.
Fucking.
That was ugly. It looked like that punch that Josh Emmett gave Bryce Mitchell,
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you compare those two, those are like the most brutal knockouts in UFC this year.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Dan Ige just put the exclamation mark on him at the very end. He's like, "Fuck you," and just walked
Yeah,
away.
the follow up, or yeah, because
Yeah.
we've seen that recently too, as far as like some brutal knockouts where
Mhm.
they've shown a little bit of mercy. But yeah, Dan Ige, man, he knew he kind of needed this win, and
Oh
Andre
yeah, for
Feely, like
sure.
like as a co-main event, I don't know. This card was basically like a filler card where there was fights that had been previously taken off cards and they put them back here. And maybe a lot of
It's a
people are a
horrible
lot of
card.
fighters. Well, overall, what'd you give it, Mark? What'd you grade this card?
About a 7.
It's a bit high there, Mister Mark
Mhm.
Ambu.
It is a bit high, man.
It's a bit high like
but
him.
but but one fighter that Robert, I'm giving Rob all the credit and blaming you, Robert Brizik. Why in the hell did I pick him? Igor Porteria, he missed weight, so he came in there guns blazing. Probably I don't know if he wasn't eligible for a bonus because of the weight miss, but
Nope.
man, was that a huge fucking upset? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that
Bro.
was a huge upset, dude. That's one of the guys who screwed up my parlays, Ihor Poteria.
Yep.
I didn't give him a chance in hell, man, because in his last 2 outings he lost, and he just didn't look that good, bro. I mean, he didn't even look that good in this fight. It's just Burchik looked super bad.
Yeah, and as far as the way it was sit on the card, like I guess it was supposed to showcase Brizik, but Rob, why? Why? I had Poteria already chiseled in, and when we did the show last week, based on your analysis and your take, I changed my
Yep.
pick, man. So,
I know. Me too. And fuck.
but man, yeah, that definitely. I had a feeling that was a parlay breaker for plenty out there, including our man
Oh,
Rudy Lara here too. But
Yep.
man, moving down the card, always interesting. I mean, probably one of the best fights of the night, right? Gregory Rodriguez, Brad
dude,
Tavares,
RoboCop, bro.
and yeah, man, I think I'm gonna. Well, we always say, fighters they're gonna get cut or released or whatever. I'm leaning like Brad Tavares. That might be last time we see him fight in the UFC. Maybe he's
It
PFL.
it could be, bro. It could be the pink slip, and we might see
Now
it
start thinking.
this weekend or come Monday that he's gonna be cut.
Yeah, at 185. I mean, because Tavares has been around for quite some time and fought a lot
Mm-hmm.
of legends. And previously, what he fought
Mm-hmm.
Chris Weidman, and then he's up against RoboCop here. So I don't know, man. RoboCop. Who do they give him next? Like, what does the middleweight rankings look like right now? You know what I mean? Because he's right there. So
I mean,
Oh,
just throw him whoever, bro.
Comes out?
any yeah,
Anthony Hernandez, Chal Bohalo.
Comes
I think
out?
Bohalo fight would be cool, or Chris Curtis.
The I would like to
Chris
see
Curtis
Chris
would be good.
Curtis, bro.
yeah. But Hollow's booked. I forget who he's fighting. So he's coming up and coming. Of course, we got Costa and the Chimaev fight event. No, I don't think the Chimaev fight happens, but we'll love to see it. You know what I mean?
How
Because
about how
Rodriguez
about
is kind.
Roman Delite?
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah,
That'd be a good
I
one.
like that. Yeah.
Those two styles would work out pretty. It'd probably have a nice
Or
little
how
epic
about, you know
fight right
what?
there.
They fought on the same card, bro. Jack Hermanson.
Ooh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
I
Could see
mean
that happening.
that'll work.
That would
That
work.
Yeah.
makes sense, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
Because I
I'm
think
pretty
Jack
sure.
Hermanson is number 10 now. So
Yep.
Yeah, because Rodriguez is right there. You know what I mean? Because like that fight, shit, it went like to the third round. The fight was almost over, right? It was like a minute left in the fight, and Rodriguez, he even said it in his post-fight interview that he's very well rounded. Like we talked about it last week, that he's a guy that sometimes, or he had previous performances where he didn't go in there and just like take somebody down and smash them, which he's very capable of doing. He wants to stand and bang, but man, he's dangerous, man. Like against any of the guys we just named, like man, I tend to never pick against RoboCop, but he's really on the cusp of fighting like just
mm-hmm,
top tier guys one after another from here on out. And I see him
mm-hmm.
probably getting booked back up for the fight that's in, or not Abu Dhabi, in Saudi Arabia, the card that Chimaev wants to fight on. I know Chimaev said he's not
Well, if
fighting.
Chimaev does fight on that card, then they'll probably throw in RoboCop.
Yeah, because at middleweight, yeah, there's tons of fights for him, but the lead, Jack Hermanson, I like it. That's the fight they need to make. Hermanson and
Yeah,
RoboCop.
I like that fight for
Let's do it.
sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But moving down on the card, speaking of fighting forever in the UFC, Michael Johnson. My goodness, man. I told y'all, like I said, Flowers, like how many weight classes has he fought in now? coming all the way
Yep.
down to 155.
Yeah.
Michael Johnson just keeps winning, and like, what is he,
How?
22 and 19. Guys, like,
Oh my
Dude.
god, that's his fucking record.
yes,
No.
yeah. So I don't know. I think he might, in fact, have with that win on Saturday, he might have just like got like a Hall of Fame induction, right? Just for
Yeah,
beating Michael
4-fight
Johnson.
contract.
Fuck.
But you think
4-fight
he's gonna
contract
get
and
the
a
Hall of Fame induction beating a guy like Darius Flowers?
No, I'm joking, of course. Not joking, of
Like-
course, but it's like, fuck, the guy is like, he's gonna fight forever. Like, even in a lot, like, how many fights did he lose in a row, and he still was never cut? Like, he
Fucking,
must have
30.
like, he must have dirt on fucking Dana or like Lorenzo or somebody, kind of like Sam Alvey. We mentioned it to him. We're like, I don't know, how does somebody that loses 5 fights in a row not get cut? And Michael Johnson, Sam Alvey,
Diego
they know
Sanchez.
something.
Hey, rumors
They know
said
something.
They were about to cut him, and then he released. Remember, we were wondering, hey, who filmed Dana White slapping his wife? You know who it is now?
It was Michael Johnson that was filming
And
it.
he has more videos. And he said he was going to release. He didn't do it because, you know, they extended his contract. But
Yep.
mark
Yeah,
my
like some
words,
Vince
man.
Mc-
Mark my words, bro. If they fire him, they give him the pink slip anytime soon, it's over for Dana White.
Yep.
Yeah, he's turning over evidence, Vince McMahon style, you know.
Vince McMahon, bro.
Oh,
He's got him on
dude.
video pissing on ring girls.
Yeah, he does.
Allegedly.
And Brock
it's
Lesnar's
fu-
holding his penis.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. It really is. Like, Michael Johnson's still active in the UFC and winning. Of course, he won. He beat Darius Flowers, and man, Darius Flowers, does he get cut? I don't think he's like.
Oh yeah,
I-
he gets cut.
He might in
don't know.
fact be cut. Yeah, no, I'm just throwing it out there. He might in fact. That might be the last time we see him in the UFC octagon. But moving down on the card, a guy who probably broke your picks too, Rudy. Or I don't know, you had Vera, right? Because I had Kylo Ren, and I did not see this coming, but
I
it
had
is
him on
Rodolfo
both
Vieira.
best slips.
Yeah, Vieira, we talked about it in most of his fights. Like, he can get past the first round, and you know it goes to the later rounds. Petrosian, I thought it'd favor him, but he got completely smashed and his arm taken off. Right?
Well, Vieira did what he should be doing in all his fights, which is use his strengths.
Yeah.
I hate it when guys don't do that. You know, they don't. You know, they drill shit all the time, and then they're like, I'm gonna prove to everybody that I got hands. It's like, don't do that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to test yourself, but once you realize that this guy is just he's gonna outbox you, he's just gonna beat your ass standing on the feet. You got to give it up. And he was the kind of guy who was getting knocked out because he didn't know when to give it up, and he would get out.
Well, the Brazilians shine pretty good. I mean, I believe him and RoboCop are training partners, but yeah, he's moved to 10-2. So Rodolfo Vieira is like a dark horse guy who's going to fight exciting fights, and if he fights to his strengths, he's a tough bastard, tough guy to deal with. You know what I mean? Based on his skills, and he could probably choke anybody out at 185. You know what I mean? So he came in there, looked great. Petrosian's not an easy guy to finish, and he kind of made it look very easy. So, well, you talked about fighters that may in fact get cut. I think Trevin Giles is on that docket, right, Rudy? After a loss here to Carlos Prates.
Oh yeah, bro. He's done. I think he was back-to-back losses. This will be his third in a row. He's pretty much good as gone.
Yeah, because he did. I thought it was a short notice fight, but yeah, no, that was proper camp or so, and he's on my opinion, he's cut, and I think
Devin Clark.
Darius Flowers. I was just gonna say Devin Clark. He's got PFL stamped papers as we speak.
Yeah.
You know, and he's been around for a while, right? Devin Clark's been in the UFC since at least like 2016 or so. So he's had a pretty good run. Yeah, but lately, this is a card where there's a lot of fighters probably on their last fight on the contract, and therefore they will be released or so. We'll hear about that later next week. So, but, did you guys have?
I think the way this event opened up just kind of ruined everything for me.
Yeah.
You know, a no contest between Daniel Marcos and Ori Coiling. That was just a shitty start, and I was like, "Ah, dude,
Oh, dude.
is this the way this event's gonna go?" I mean,
I know. When I saw that, bro, I was like, oh,
It's a shitty
great.
start.
yeah, I was pissed.
Yeah, who'd you guys
Yeah.
have winning the scorecard with Max Griffin, Jeremiah Wells? I enjoyed the fight, but like I don't know, like they're saying it's like Wells got robbed or so, but he
Nah,
was
I
out
wanted,
there.
you know what, man? I think it would have, if
the
Jeremy
robbery.
Wells, yeah, if Jeremy won, then okay, it would have been by split decision. So it doesn't matter. I- Whoever, how can I
Bro,
say this? It
the
could have
only
been
way
a,
it could
it
have been a
couldn't have been a
robbery.
robbery. There's just no way
No,
people are
it was
saying that
ruled
it's a
a
robbery.
split
It's not.
decision, bro.
It is
If
right.
it was
Split
ruled
decision.
a unanimous decision, I could see
Okay.
your argument.
Right.
Yeah,
But either way, whoever it doesn't matter. You know, if Max Griffin won or Jeremiah won, it's still a split decision. I mean, it's a hard fought for both men. So it is what it is. Um, I had it
yeah, because
for
both
either
got
one.
yeah, because both guys were very well prepared. I mean, Jeremiah
Yeah, they
Wells, like
were.
I thought there would be some takedowns, or he maybe had got Max Griffin down, but Max Griffin actually took him down. And in
Mm-hmm.
preparation for Wells, like outstanding collegiate wrestler that he had, I forget his name, but Max Griffin has got like his game sewed up pretty well. The guy's got a chin like a motherfucker too, because like in this
Mm-hmm.
fight, he ate shots from Wells. Wells is winging big punches, and then he was reacting kind of weird too when he was getting hit. Wells and Max Griffin definitely made the adjustments second, third round, and man, it could have gone either way. Definitely not a robbery. I don't think the judges got it wrong. I picked Max Griffin, and man, that guy,
I
he's a
thought he won
tough
that fight.
bastard, man. Yeah, for sure.
It was a
Dude,
My
great fight.
Bogdan
favorite,
Great fight.
Guskov, dude.
that's my favorite guy in the UFC now. That guy officially, like, he needs to fight Anthony Smith
Did you see
ASAP. Yeah.
did you see them taking photos together after his fight?
Like if that fight does not happen, then yeah, the UFC got to get it right. They got to have those two fight because Anthony Smith's looking for a fight, and he's a company guy. Like whatever, they somehow got to get that booked up, and he didn't take any damage in the fight. He zapped Zach Pauga out, right, Rudy? And we've seen it kind of coming, right? You called it last week too, so
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I honestly thought Zach Power was going to put on a better performance, and man, he shit the bed. You know, the one fighter I thought was extremely impressive was Marcin Prachnia, bro. Yeah, like everybody was saying this guy was going to lose to Devin Clark. I thought it was going to be a close fight. It could have gone either way, but man, Marcin, he put a fucking beating on him, bro. I thought it was a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's got a great style too. And Devin Clark had no answers for anything that he was doing. Kick Arsenal head, he's going high low. He's a talented guy. Man. I underestimated him big time. I wasn't super confident in Devin Clark winning. I thought it'd be a grinder decision win or so because that's kind of a Devin Clark type of win when he does win fights, but never known to be like a true finisher. But Bracknell, you're right, Rudy. That guy, I got that pick wrong. Obviously, fucked up my picks, but yeah, that guy's exciting at 205 for sure. But
The one
overall,
that
the card, I'm gonna give it a 4. I don't know what you got. Give it, Rob. Like it wasn't the best card. I mean,
I'm giving it a 5.
I gave it a
Even though
5.
even though there were some knockouts and really fast knockouts and submissions, but
Ige
overall,
knockout.
man,
Yeah.
overall, man, I'm gonna give it a 5. I was kind of bored, dude.
Yeah.
Especially getting into the main event to the main card, I was just like, oh my god, this thing needs to finish already.
14 fights will do that to you. But if you didn't watch every single
Dude.
second of every round of every fight, you're not a real fight fan. So
No.
I watched every fight. I
I did
rewatched
too.
them. So I'm even more of a real fight fan. So no, it was a 4.1, 4.2. You guys know I'm pretty harsh on that, but yeah, it was a drag it out fucking 14 fight card is what it was. So
Dude.
and most of the people that we did mention that will likely be cut, I think they all in fact will be. And Devin Clark, what did we say, Rudy? Devin Clark, Giles, Flowers, maybe even Brad Tavares. So
Yep.
and Robert Brizik, never ever picking that guy ever again. I don't care who he's fighting. Ever.
You don't care about my take, right?
Never picking that guy ever. I don't care who he's fighting. If it's a newcomer debut, I'm picking The other guy is on pick. So.
And we have a guest host, Mr. Joey Jenreth. What's going on, brother?
What up? What up?
What
Oh,
up?
that car
what's
was
happening.
That car was a 4 all day.
Yeah, there we go. Confirmation from Joey. There we go. Right, 4.1. Yeah.
Fucking snooze fest is what it was.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
no, I mean it. Yeah, the main event though, humble pie, right, Joey? That was Dana's homie. Got
Yep.
humbled.
Yes, he did.
So,
Go back to the drawing board, my boy.
yeah, they'll give him. They'll throw him a bone his next fight. I have a feeling Pfeiffer. I don't think he'll get a big name, but he'll get somebody on the cusp of being, whatever, last fight of their contract or something like that. They'll do it. That's Dana's homie. So
Yeah.
UFC
You know-
300,
you know that-
right? No.
Give him
Oh, yeah.
Gregory Rodriguez.
Yeah, man. Give him Gregory Rodriguez. Give him.
I mean,
RoboCop.
those
We need to
those
see-
two
we
those
need
two
to
like
see
to
them.
throw down, bro. They like to slug it out.
Yeah, they do. Yep. That would
They
be
wanna
an
kill off-
awesome fight, man.
Trying to kill off Pfeiffer with Rodriguez. Oh man.
Do it. I'm all for it, baby.
But yeah, that about sums up that 14 fight card. Rob, like you said, it was one of those drag it out
Mm.
nights. But yeah, 14 fights is 14 fights. So.
Yeah.
But
Hell, if the Super
I
Bowl
guess-
is more than 5 hours long, they're going to try to make that fight card about as 5 hours long too.
we'll get to a great Super Bowl take from a guy named Bryce Mitchell and Outside the Cage News. So I do want to transition to some Outside the Cage News, Rudy. It's about that time.
Outside the Cage News.
Mostly Outside the Cage News is like overruling what actually happens in the cage, right? There's just so much shit going on.
Mhm.
Like, and we got to always mention, when it's Outside the Cage News, we always got to mention Connor. We got to mention Jake Paul, John Jones,
John Jones.
Dana White. But we'll start with Sean Strickland.
Dude.
And apparently, well, him and Jake Paul have been going back and forth. And what did Sean Strickland? Well, he's been trying to like say, okay, I'll fight him, I'll box him, whatever. The Jake Paul effect. And I think he came out and said that like whatever the UFC vetoed a fight with him and Jake Paul, because Jake Paul has been trying to fight anybody and everybody, and him and Sean Strickland had their beef. And what do you say, Rudy? You meet him in the middle of the desert, right? It was like the final.
Yeah, meet him in the
message.
desert. No GoPro, no nothing.
So
He wants to take his life. This all started off because some influencer wanted to go and spar with Sean Strickland, which he's a man. He's a grown fucking man. He went in there
Sean
and
Strickland had the craziest 24 hours of anybody.
Yeah.
yeah, but he this guy named Sneeko went to go spar him, right? And
Got worked.
the first clip that came out was just the last 30 seconds of Sean teeing off on this guy, and everybody, I don't know why this guy would do that, but they cut out the rest. It was like 3 minutes. He let him go. Do whatever you want. And Sneeko was there punching him. And Sean was just talking shit to him, talking him down. And the last 30 seconds, he beat the shit out of him, bro. And everybody started complaining. And the only motherfucker that wasn't complaining was Sneeko. That dude took it like a man. He wasn't a little bitch about it and crying. So Jake Paul starts a white knight for him and saying, hey, that's not cool. You're a bully, blah, blah, blah. And Sean Strickland, told him you're a fucking bitch, which he is, bro. Like
Sneeko came up
you
to
did
him
that
at
shit.
an event. He
Dude,
came up to him during an event and
Jake
called him
Paul
out.
did the same thing to one of his sparring partners, bro. So he's got no room to talk shit. Like, fuck that guy.
yeah.
If I was Sean Strickland, I'd done the same shit. Like, who the fuck are you and why are you in my face at this damn event? I'm trying to watch something.
Right?
And he's like, oh, what are you, an influencer? And he was like, he's like, I don't like you.
Oh no, that
Yeah,
wasn't Sneeko. That was some other weird dude.
No, that's
Sneeko.
No, he approached Machine Gun Kelly and just told him that he's a
Yeah, he
douchebag
did
and
that,
why does he dress? He's like, why do you dress like a goth kid? And he went off on him.
Why do you look like a vampire?
That shit was funny.
Yeah, that was at the Power Slap event, is what it was. So,
Yeah.
but man, no, but Sean Strickland,
Are we gonna see the remake of Bully Beatdown and Sean Strickland is the
You know
That'd
what?
be
That would be
Please.
the
awesome.
host?
Please.
Yeah.
That'd be
Well,
awesome.
he's got like,
That's a great
yeah, you could just
idea.
have like a you could have a grocery line of
Where's
just
my
like
phone
people
at? I'm about
from
to tweet
fucking.
Dana right now. We got a money maker, boy.
Hey, you gotta say, you gotta quote me on that, bro. I'm the one that brought that
I
shit
got
up.
you. I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Just line them up though. Line them up. Just have a grocery line of people from the Jake Pauls, the Sneeko, whoever it may be, and fucking Strickland fights them all. I'm for it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
entertainment
telling
right
you, this
there.
is
That
a
Dana
remake
White
of Bully Beatdown.
Yeah.
at Fight Book MMA.
But yeah, no, Sean
Imagine
Strickland. Yeah.
a reboot of
Who
Bully
would you guys
Beatdown.
pick if Strickland fought Jake Paul boxing match? So who you guys got?
At this point, you got to go with damn Jake Paul.
With
Mhm.
I was
Jake
just
Paul
gonna
and
say
Sean
I'd
Strickland.
pick.
Did you say
Yeah,
Jake Paul and Sean Strickland?
yeah.
Sean Strickland all day, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Every time I picked a UFC fighter versus a boxer, I've lost. So
Yeah, but these are all retired, washed up MMA fighters, bro, that have never boxed. And Sean Strickland, I don't know if you know this, but motherfuckers who use that Philly shell, they know how to box.
Mhm. They
now
sure do.
that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, like it's like the whatever we talked about it on the show a few times, where like Dana White has made it clear that he's never going to allow any UFC fighter to go and cross over the way Connor did. Of course, that was a huge fucking payday. But we've heard Sean O'Malley talk shit to like several boxers. Like I think he was even talking shit to like Teofimo Lopez or something like that too. But they wouldn't allow O'Malley to do it. They wouldn't allow Sean Strickland to do it. They wouldn't even allow fucking John Jones to do it. It was a one-off deal for Connor, and Connor's never fighting again, right? We need to stop talking about Connor, right, Joey, on this show. But
Yeah.
Yes,
speaking
Connor's
of the
fighting.
other, no, but the other biggest
I am looking
star.
forward to that movie though. I am looking forward to that movie.
Why?
Why not?
Dude, I saw that
Look
commercial,
around you.
bro.
Do you see anything else worth the shit in the movie theater? No.
The
Yeah.
Bob Marley movie.
Oh yeah, I want to watch that
I am
one.
going to see that.
Yeah.
Scooter went and saw it on yesterday. Him
Did
and
you
his
like
wife
it?
for Valentine's. He said, "Great movie, great movie."
Oh,
I
okay.
heard that movie Madame Web sucks so hard, bro.
Does it really?
You even know what that is? Some people don't.
Yeah.
They're like, "What? What the fuck is that?" Dude, and get
Bro,
this.
Laura and I
They
wanted to go
asked,
watch it this weekend.
get this, bro. They asked the main actor questions about Spider-Man, and she had no idea. Like, bro, how
What?
are you Madame Web and you can't
How?
get
Wow.
this, dude? I saw some clips of like all the Marvel writers, and they were asking them shit like, "Hey, are you a big comic book fan?" Like, no, I don't even look at comics. Like, what?
How are the
Man.
comic writers then?
Yeah, how are you? How are you one even hired to work on this film if you're not a comic? I understand, I get it, but you gotta have some kind of basic knowledge of what you're working on, bro. That's the kind of shit that you get when you get people who aren't real fans working, just like these media clowns that go to these events and ask these stupid ass questions. They're not real fight
Yeah.
fans, bro. They ask these dumbass little gotcha questions, and then they
Yeah.
expect these fighters to kiss their ass and not say shit like, "Why don't you pay me for my interviews?" I'd probably say the same shit if I was surrounded by a bunch of little assholes.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it's fanboys, and like whenever they do those UFC pressers, it's just fanboys. It's not real media, and I'll always stand by it and die on this hill. MMA media died the day they banned Ariel Helwani and Luke Thomas from events. Okay, so
Mm.
there you go. But speaking of the UFC and the biggest star of the UFC, Dana White apparently doesn't like podcasts. Howie Mandel had him on
Dude.
30
Oh,
seconds,
let
and
me show you guys.
I say
Amazing businessman. You are an inspiration. You are a philosopher. The way you do business, the way you conduct your business and your friendships and media is I'm jealous. But Dana, I can't thank you enough for being here.
Thank you for all the kind words. I appreciate it. I am so fucking tired of doing podcasts. I'm literally done with them. I'm not doing any more podcasts.
We have an
Look at these people, bro. That's hilarious.
This doesn't, yeah. I'm out. I gotta go shit. See y'all later.
Damn.
I mean,
Hey, was that the
Yeah.
Liver King sitting there?
No, that's the Liver King's ginger brother.
Like
Oh, I
Ginger.
was like, I thought
what's his
that.
name? Ginger
Yeah.
Nick or some shit.
What?
He's
Yeah.
some kind of redneck hillbilly comedian.
No, man, but that was hilarious, bro. I could see on Dana's face when I first saw that clip. I was like, oh, bro, he's thinking what I'm thinking. Like, this guy's like kissing my ass and saying like the stupidest shit. He doesn't even mean it. You know, you're
Yeah.
great, Dana. All your friends say that, man. Just shut up with the pleasantries, bro. You don't got to kiss my ass. Just talk to me like I'm a human, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
especially
don't know.
on a podcast. Yeah, in a podcast platform, of course, don't act like that. Don't say shit like that. But like when you're talking about the MMA media, they are scared to death to ask a real question, especially to Dana or even to the fighters. It's just the same old repetitive shit. And like you said, Rudy, they're looking to like get a quote or something like controversial and just whatever. It's fucking bullshit. MMA media is trash. It really
Yeah,
is.
they are, dude.
Yeah. But, or what you mentioned earlier, though, Rudy, about washed up UFC fighters. Well, speaking of washed up UFC fighters, I heard, I don't know if it's confirmed or not, Bigfoot Silva, right, Rob, is unretiring.
No,
I don't understand
Unretiring.
this,
no.
but like,
Yeah, he's going to be a double unretirement fight. He's back again.
he's fighting the former UFC guy, right? Espino, or what's his name? Juan Espino, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, Joey.
Yep, he is booked to fight against another UFC alum who is coming out of retirement. The Ultimate Fighter 28 heavyweight winner Juan Espino. Both fighters
Wow.
recently
I mean,
announced the fight on their Instagram pages about takes place March 23rd at Gran Canaria Arena in Las Palmas, Canary Islands, Spain. Rules of the bout were not revealed.
How
Hopefully
tall is he?
there aren't any rules.
How
Bigfoot
tall is
Silva?
Bigfoot? Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably like
Enough is
6'4".
he's like 6'4", I believe, 6'3" ish,
Yeah,
around there.
something like that.
Well, his head is
Mhm.
fucking huge too. So like,
Easy
I
target.
His
mean,
head is probably 4 foot tall.
I'm 6'6". I'm 6'6" and wear a size 15. I'll fight his ass.
Oh, Juan
There you
Espino is
go.
like he's the Mexican, what's his name? Tom Aspinall.
Yeah, that's him.
Look,
But it's like, come on, like, well, show a picture of him. Yeah, I want to see his face.
look at that guy. That's a Mexican Juan Aspinall.
El Guapo.
La
I
despedida.
just called him Juan Aspinall, bro. That's funny.
Who? Yeah, I don't have any idea of what kind of money he's making in this fight, but it's definitely not enough, and it's pretty fucking sad. But man, big fight. How many? He's probably
Just
lost like
using his
12
name now.
fights in
That's
a
all
row.
they're doing with them.
I think he's lost 19
Yeah, he's
fights
a
by
draw.
knockout, bro.
Yep,
No, it is.
you're
He's a
right,
draw.
Mark. Yep.
Man, his
He's
brain
gonna
is.
get paid in tacos and pesos. I mean,
Oh my god.
that's all it is.
Well, hell, remember Tim Sylvia did the same thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
He went to all them promoters and he got his shit rocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bigfoot though, man, his brain is tapioca. You know what I mean?
He's been knocked
So
out every
it's-
fight.
Yeah, it's
Well, he's
nuts that
lost like
they.
his
Well,
last 10 or some shit like that.
yeah, like more than that, like 15 or
Like
something like
boxing
that. Yeah.
or MMA. He's been
But-
knocked out like repeatedly. It's like, god damn.
Oh,
man,
it's actually 11 consecutive combat losses, including 9 by knockout.
I bet his old lady beats his ass too.
Terrible. No.
Sorry.
Oh no, I'm just saying it's terrible that he's fighting and retiring. So. But well, we're on the topic of UFC fighters. Well, of course, outside the cage news, this is very proper. I don't know if you guys seen the video or Rudy, if you have it queued up. UFC fighter Sindrikas Dumas was arrested, and he live streamed the entire arrest.
That's crazy, bro.
And now she want to call me about an investigation.
Damn,
if you
this
did an
video's
investigation,
like how long?
right? What was your
10
investigation?
minutes.
We were called out here.
Okay,
For
go.
disturbance, and I'm conducting an investigation.
Disturbance, right? So
Can't even hear any audio on that.
where's
Let's
the
see.
disturbance at?
Let's see if there's audio on this other one. I think
Oh,
it's
we
the
were
way it
hearing audio?
started. You were?
Yeah.
there was audio on that.
Yeah, we
Okay.
got it.
Go.
Yeah, we got it.
And I'm
Di-
conducting an investigation.
disturbance, right? So
I can't hear this one. That's
where's the disturbance at? Because I was walking when
You hear
y'all
the
came
other
to
one.
mess with me, right? No, yeah. Well, I'm in him on the side.
Yeah,
I
mama
actually
kind of thick. Put the camera back on
investigate
her.
boyfriend, so that wasn't me.
Yeah.
We been broken up. You're disrupting the peace. I don't know why you bullshit
This is
paperwork.
dumb, bro.
If you just shut the hell up and comply, just answer the
Like,
questions.
what did he get arrested for?
Because that's sitting in your neck of the woods too, Joey. I believe he's in Florida, Pensacola. So I don't know how far that is from you. Are you north Florida,
I'm in
right? Georgia
Jacksonville.
area? Oh yeah, Jacksonville. Correct. Okay. I believe Dumas lives in Pensacola.
It was for some stupid argument, I think it was.
I can't.
Well,
I can't talk about why. I'll get booted.
Guess you would. Shut your mouth.
I ain't with
Well,
that
it's-
cancel culture shit.
yeah. Well, it happened. Yeah, it happened, and it's like, man, I don't know. I guess that's
It's
something to
easy.
where
If you get pulled over or a cop approaches you, it doesn't. I don't care what time it is. I don't care what the situation is. If you don't know what call has been made, just answer the questions. Lose the fucking attitude. If you're not guilty, don't have an attitude. The outcome will be so much better.
And another thing I would suggest is know your rights. You know, if you're afraid of the
know
cops,
your rights.
you know,
Know your
just know
rights,
your
man.
rights, man. Know what they can ask you, and know what you're allowed to say and not to say. And if you have an attorney, you know, get an attorney involved.
If
There's
you
no
don't have
need to
one will be appointed to you.
exactly. You don't got to be a.
That's how it
I don't
goes.
know, man. I've dealt with a lot of cops, bro. My dad was a cop for 40 years, and I dealt with a lot of asshole cops, man. I got arrested for the dumbest shit all the time, bro. Treated like shit by cops, and I was always respectful, bro. Always respectful. Even though they would arrest me for some bullshit, bogus shit. You know, it was always yes sir, no sir. All right, I guess I'm going to jail now. Thank you, sir. Thanks for not calling my dad. That was the worst, bro. They'd be like, "Hey, you're Ruben's son, aren't you?" Like, yeah. Why? Yeah, I think I'm gonna call him. Nah, man, just take me to jail. Take me to county right now, please. Just take me to jail.
Well, speaking of jail, and people getting arrested, or MMA fighters getting arrested,
And
John
being drunk.
Jones apparently was at a comedy show in California. It wasn't in New Mexico, otherwise, like, he might have got arrested. But he was in California, and I don't know, Rudy, if you have the video queued up. Yeah, Jones was drunk, and he was taking shots at a comedian, poking fun, and I think the comedian asked him, like, "What are you doing here? How'd you end up here?" And he's like, "It's highlight of the job," and just fucking around. It's Jones, but we're hearing about Jones drunk. It's never a good. You think it's going to be a horrible story, but
So when
get
did
arrested.
this happen? When did this happen?
I believe it was a couple.
Yeah, it was
Go
this
ahead,
past
Rudy.
weekend.
So wasn't he supposed to be doing some kind of seminar?
So, are you? You're an audience
I don't
member,
know.
right?
Uh-huh.
You're a little drunk, I assume.
You could hear him all slurring his speech. You can definitely hear that it's fat.
I want a
John
good
Jones.
white joke. Like I
want
a
a
white
white
guy to give me
Jones.
the best.
Well, I'll do a rebuttal to
It's been
Ian.
so
I'm a
many
good
years.
white
Def
Jones.
Noodles. I would have heckled this guy too, bro.
Hey,
Bro, you're not even funny, dude. Why do you have a sign of your name, Def Noodles? What the fuck does that even mean? Are you actually deaf? Can you hear what I'm saying?
give it to yes. Everybody, give it to me right now. Just blackout drunk.
Well, my kitty over here.
What is this guy gonna do?
Oh,
He's gonna
my
stand up
lord.
and talk shit.
Resource of
He is
everything,
3
like,
sheets to the wind.
awesome.
Are you sure
He's
this
drunk
is
off his ass,
alcohol
bro.
or is it?
Drunk off his
That
ass.
right there should tell you he's not in fight camp.
You know, thanks. I appreciate the person who's
Those of you
drunk out of
that
their
are saying he's gonna be fighting at UFC 300.
Everybody here will give you a hug on your way.
I'm more like the type of put my.
That's enough of that, drunk ass. On another note, I'm going to show you a secret John Jones video that you probably never seen in your life.
Oh.
I'm John Jones of the UFC. A lot of people think us fighters are like a different breed. But really, I'm just an average guy who loves to spend time at the park with my kids.
Hiya, Daddy, hiya.
3, 2, 1.
Now that's the John Jones we all know and love.
Such a good guy.
I
What
have
a
never
yeah.
seen that commercial, bro.
Have you ever seen the video of him with
Just out there
who's
kicking
that
children.
guy? It was him and Uriah Faber with what's it, with Kenny Powers, dude. It was hilarious. I posted that video before.
Yeah, you tagged me in it. Yeah, you said it
Yeah.
was totally me.
That shit's funny.
No.
That's a good
But
one.
we're used to seeing, yeah, we're honestly used to seeing Jones in like fucking police cam, body cam footage. So it's like it wasn't that situation this time around. But John Jones drunk is never a good thing. So we're hoping, praying
Never.
that he makes it to the Saudi card or wherever the fuck they want to. Apparently, he turned down. They offered him to fight, right? UFC 300 against Tom Aspinall or Stipe, and I guess he turned it down. He did the interview on Submission Radio, but the
Is his
UFC
pec
is
held up?
no. I believe it's was it an elbow surgery he had or something like that, or not elbow? What was it? Because he had the torn pec.
Yeah, he tore his pec from the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then he had another operation. I believe maybe I thought it was an elbow cleanup deal, like nothing super serious, but yeah, they offered him to fight at 300. UFC's kind of, I don't know. They're supposed to have that press conference tomorrow for UFC 300, so they will announce the main event, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know. Before, who do you guys think? Like, who's the fucking mystery fight? Like we talked about a little bit last
GSP
week,
versus
but
Khabib.
Mark, you have mentioned that, and it's like Khabib he is training,
That
but is he like
bitch would
fight?
sell out worldwide.
Yep.
It's gonna be
or it could just be
it's gonna be a wet
late.
blanket fight, but no punches thrown. Just whoever can get a single leg, fucking dry hump each other for 5 rounds.
Look, UFC 300 is going to be
softcore fucking porn, right?
It's going to be Sean Strickland versus fucking
Sneeko.
homeboy, man. No, not Sneeko. Sneeko's White
Adesanya?
Knight. Jake Paul.
Man.
Oh,
well, Joey mentioned wet blanket, and I still like Bilal Muhammad comes to mind. So I think Leon Edwards, Bilal thinks it's happening. I don't think it's happening as a main event of 300, but there's a chance it can happen because they do in fact have to announce it soon. And we know the UFC has been announcing fights that aren't official as far as their verbal agreement, contract signing. So I don't know. What would you guys think if they just said Leon Edwards, Bilal Muhammad? People are gonna talk mad shit, right? But it's a legit like Bilal deserves the fight.
Yeah, that's the only fight that makes sense, bro. I mean,
It better be a
Yeah,
bunch
'cause
of
if it's
bangers,
like-
or I'm fucking illegally watching this shit.
Because Chimaev said he's not fighting at UFC 300 because it's during Ramadan. So he had that little video. I don't know if you guys seen it where he talks in that certain tone where he's like, "I just smash everyone. I do not fight the UFC 300. I fight in the Saudi." That's what he said. So
Spot on.
that was spot on, bro. No, that's usually how we end the show. So,
Yeah,
Where's my goat at,
bro? Where's my goat at?
Hey, girl.
It's time to wrench it up.
But we do have some outside the cage news topics, non-fight related. But before we get to those,
Can we talk
gotta
about something real wholesome that I saw?
What?
We always see
go for
Brock Lesnar, right? You know, Brock Lesnar fought in UFC, transitioned to WWE, blah, blah, blah. Kind of under the some heat with them because of Vince McMahon, so they pulled him from everything. So now he's getting to like go to his daughter's, shit that because she's in college, which is in track and field. I saw the picture of him, giving her a hug after she beat her own record. I'm like, that's the Brock Lesnar I'm ready to see. Just
his daughter
cooling down. Yeah, his daughter.
His daughter is massive, bro. Oh my god! Like she looks like her name should be Inga or something strong.
Helga.
Yeah, Helga.
Helga.
Dude, if you look up a Helga in a dictionary, you're gonna see her fucking picture. Like, oh my god,
Dude.
that's
Her
like
father,
Helga
Brock
Lesnar.
Her mother, Brock Lesnar.
Exactly. Like, dude, if just imagine Brock Lesnar in drag. I mean, that's it, Helga. And God help the guy that breaks her heart.
Yeah. He's done. He's done.
He
In
is
many different
done.
ways.
Bro.
He's swimming with the fishes.
She would rip their dick off and throw that bitch across the pond.
I'm just so.
Oh, dude.
They ain't even got they ain't even got to worry about her daddy.
I know for a fact my daughter will not look like that, so I'm not worried.
She
That
just out there
girl's scary,
F5ing
bro.
dudes.
She looks
Give me your
jacked.
phone number. I don't want to.
She looks jacked.
Blue.
Fucking
She's out there
power bomb him
getting
through a
jacked.
table.
Yeah, no, I did see that picture, and I don't know who posted it in the chat, if it was Scott or Emmett, but I did see it though a couple days ago. So, but yeah,
That's her name.
Helga.
Helga Inga Lesnar.
Y'all are going to hell, and I'm driving the bus.
Speaking of hell,
Well, yeah, no, not necessarily going to hell, but speaking of witches, Bryce Mitchell, did you guys hear his take on Taylor Swift? And I mean, it's Bryce Mitchell we're talking here, but I know you guys heard about it.
If they can rig an election, they can rig football. Taylor Swift called satanic leader after chief Super Bowl win by controversial UFC star from Arkansas. So Bryce Mitchell went on a rant saying that that Taylor Swift is the daughter of Anton LaVey's wife, which is the satanic leader of the guy who created the Satanic Temple and the Satanic Bible.
Hey, this is the same dude that probably hasn't come back from the Shadow Realm yet from that knockout he took.
Yeah, man. He's a I don't know, man. He's the kind of guy who makes conspiracy theorists look kind of kooky, man. Because
he also thinks the world's flat, so no.
Yeah, he thinks the world's flat. And I mean,
good fighter, but a fucking whack job.
He's a good guy. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hey, I don't watch foosball. I don't believe in foosball, but let me tell you something. If you want to bet money, I go probably bet on the Chiefs. Reason being is because.
Why are you using a filter, Bryce?
Hey, but I'm also adding to the story though.
Old boy putting his chin.
Bryce Mitchell also joined Diego Sanchez, called Taylor Swift a witch.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to say. Diego Sanchez.
She lives off the adrenochrome for over 500 years. Oh hell, dude, this guy's nuts.
Yeah, that's Diego Sanchez right there.
Xena, which is the wife of Anton LaVey, dude. But they're saying that she's a witch, that she's been living over 500 years.
Dude, she only got 58 seconds of screen time during the whole Super Bowl.
Only? That's a lot.
58 seconds out of 5 hours plus?
That's a lot, bro. For one person,
bro,
she got way
more. They did the same thing when Jessica Simpson was dating Tony Romo.
Yeah, and that was way
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that garbage, too. Yeah.
But I just wanted the Chiefs to lose, just mainly because of her. You know, I've never heard Taylor Swift, dude, until last week when I was in Houston. Somebody played it. And it's like, well, we're making a big. I'm not a hater. I just don't care. I don't like people being injected artificially into pop culture.
She got that $1 billion putty cat, son. I'm not mad at Kelsey at all. Do your thing, homeboy.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy too. Mr. Pfizer can eat a dick.
Man. Adrenochrome though.
Anybody who pushes poison on children can go straight to fucking hell. Maybe she is a witch.
No. Diego might be right. You never know.
Put that little sprinkle on him.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, some non-fight related outside the cage news. In sad news, I don't know if you guys heard.
Yes,
the inventor of the Pop-Tart, he was 96 years old, passed away. I believe on Monday, right, Rudy? Or do you have the story queued up?
Yeah, he passed away at 96. William Bill Post, the inventor of Pop-Tarts, dead at 96. He died from, believe it or not, a diabetes. No, I'm just kidding. He choked on a Pop-Tart. Imagine
that. I'm about to say, hold on now. I got damn diabetes. Calm down.
From eating diet Pop-Tarts.
Fuck off.
Yeah, how many they make so many different flavors of Pop-Tarts, because like when I was growing up, it was just either like cherry or what outright, Rudy, strawberry or cherry. That was it.
Yeah, strawberry, cherry, blueberry, and my mom's was
or
like
cinnamon.
her favorite was that
They had the
maple
cinnamon
brown
one that was
sugar.
good.
Yeah, they had
Yeah,
a brown
brown
sugar
sugar.
one. That one was pretty good.
Cookies and cream, frosted banana bread.
Damn,
No, those are
son,
new
your family
era.
was rich.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Man,
It's Canadian, bro.
Your store had
That's in
the
that's in
damn thing we
America,
didn't
not
have.
Canadian. That's in the States, not a. We don't have that shit in Canada.
What's this
Yeah, you
about?
guys have
We just have poutine.
poutine.
We don't have poutine Pop
flavored
Tarts. I promise you, we do not have poutine Pop Tarts. There's no such thing as a poutine Pop Tart. There's
I believe
poutine
that would
fucking pizza pops, but not poutine Pop Tarts. All right.
Hey,
No, we
we're
beans
living in
correct?
2024 now, Mark. They probably have it. They have everything now. So
Vince McMahon pooped on someone. Can't do that. What's up, Matthew Lyle?
Gregory said that Vince McMahon pooped on
well, he did. I mean, there's like a 64-page log of like all kinds of shit that Vince is still facing. So yeah,
dude.
But on to some other non-fight related outside the cage news stories. Apparently, a dog, I believe it's a drug sniffing dog or so, at the Boston airport, sniffed out some mummified monkeys getting smuggled into the States. Imagine that.
Yep.
Imagine being that
from
officer.
Africa.
Sniffed out something unusual in passengers' luggage. Mummified monkeys.
Oh.
They had the dehydrated bodies of 4 monkeys. Agent said, "I can guarantee you, what they're probably gonna grind it up in a powder and use it for like dick hard
pills."
Exactly.
Yeah.
This was for John
That
Jones.
shit,
I guarantee
that
it,
shit was headed. That shit was headed to Chinatown. They were gonna make a powder
and give it to John Jones.
Like here,
Jesus,
stay hard.
Yeah, make it very hard, very hard, John Jones. It did not show up. Usada, it did not show up.
You last 4 hours. You last 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the new latest advance in
going to hell.
in the science of those fucking pills. Yeah, you're right. More than likely.
If my doctor has seen that, I apologize, Dr. You.
Oh, shit. Look at this line. The potential dangers posed by bringing bushmeat into the United States are real. Bushmeat can carry germs that can cause illness, including the Ebola virus. Pandemic number 3, folks. It's coming.
That's where
But
it'll
also-
start. Mummified monkey heads.
Yep.
But also, this story came from across the pond in the backyard of Scott McKinnon and those guys over in England. Apparently, an Englishman, like this probably happened a lot in the
Yeah, all
States.
right.
But this
Yeah, all right.
Englishman apparently,
Hello,
what did he
governor.
do?
Hey, governor.
He apparently this cat called the police department or called the whatever. What do they call it over there? Scotland Yard or whatever it is. But he called them up to report
Go to
himself
Scotland
as
Yard.
too drunk to drive. And what do? They came and got his ass, right? Like, you see,
What a
Excuse
fucking
me.
Self,
Excuse
bro.
me.
What a
I
time.
had way too many points of this sweet beer nectar. Can someone please come and get me? And I can't. They seem to forgot the number for the Uber. So could somebody please come pick me up, please?
like imagine that happening. Like, just imagine just.
Hold your
that
beer,
happening.
sir.
Would
We're
you-
on our way.
You stupid cunt.
You leave my mother out of this.
Oh my god.
He probably was more likely like whatever somebody that they knew. They're like, oh, this guy, we'll book him in and he'll be out in the morning, whatever. Like no charges
Yeah.
dropped. You know what I mean? Like this fucking guy again. You know what I mean? So could very possibly been the situation, but to close out.
Before I smuggled out these monkey heads.
But yeah, to close out the outside the cage news topics, we added it just before the show started. I showed Rob, and we've been talking a lot about Guinness Book of World Record, like records that you would never think that were there to be broken. But a Danish guy, by the way,
Yep.
Apparently stuck 68 fucking matches up his nose for the new world record.
What is the point of that?
I don't know,
What
man.
is the goddamn point of that?
He should have been a
Give
double
me
record
enough
holder
lube, I could shove
by
something else
lighting
up his
him.
nose.
Someone should have lit them on fire. That would be
He
more
should have lit him on
impressive.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah. Put that on the Guinness World Record.
I'm so glad.
Surprisingly,
Right?
it didn't really hurt.
I'm so
I have
glad
fairly
you brought
large
this up.
nostrils.
On my next podcast, I was going to ask Scooter, is there something that you think that you could be in the Guinness Book of World Record for?
Yeah,
Do
that's a good one.
do y'all have anything that you might be able to, you think that you might be able to get in?
Consecutive nipple pinches.
Nah, Rudy's going in with the trashiest mic.
Yeah. Well, my mic is not trashy, bro. It's the software that I'm using.
Old snap, pop, or crack.
Yeah, wasn't there a guy recently that broke the Guinness Book of World Record of like stacking matches, and then they came in and noticed that like he altered the matches or something like that, and the guy had been working on it for like 7 years, and they gave him the record and then they took it back. You have to look it up though, but that's I heard it on the fucking radio.
Burn that motherfucker to the ground.
Yeah. 7 years of stacking matches. So yeah.
I think I could
altered
go
matches.
I think I could go into Guinness Book of World Records for like longest piss.
Oh my god!
Every morning when I get up, I'm in that bit. It's at least a 2-minute stream. My wife will hear me. She's yelling from the bed. She's like, "God
huge is
damn,
your fucking bladder, bro!"
Dude, I'm a large human being, bro.
Yeah, Joey's a big guy. Yeah, for sure.
Joey.
I don't know. I think the Danish man though. I think he'd have a run for his money if John Jones was there too. He might be able to break it just by 169.
69.
69. Tell Scooter to shove a pickle up his nose.
Shit. You never know.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. That is a good topic though. We'll have to check.
Or have him grow his beard. Like have it keep growing and see how long he can grow it.
Oh, that record is like unbreakable.
He's got a Prince
It's like-
Albert. I'll see if you can shove a pickle through the head of his dick. There's a record for you.
Like longest beard. That's probably like so unbreakable. It's like probably some guy in India that's been growing his beard since like 1931 or something like that.
And you know that son of a bitch smells like cat piss. Fuck that.
Yeah. That'll never be broken. But yeah, that concludes Outside the Cage news, fellas. Some wacky topics, but that's the world we're living in. I mean, Mark, Guinness Book of World Records in Canada. There's been Canadians breaking records. You need to in fact break a record soon, Mark. So we're waiting. It's time, son.
He already won one record, bro. Looking like a Unabomber.
Fuck off.
Yeah. It's true.
Oh shit, Uncle Fester's here to blow up the building. Fuck.
Right. It's Hannibal Lecter to you.
Hannibal Lecter.
Hey, bro, if Uncle Fester starts ticking, we start running.
That's right.
He's melting on his chair. Look at him. This is some bullshit.
But we have UFC 298. I don't know if you guys all listened to the press conference. It was pretty fucking corny. And like look at that lineup that they had though. They had the triple cringe, Ian fucking Gary. Who else was sitting on that side, Rudy? They had they had Racer. They had Secret Juice.
They had Robert Whitaker, Paulo Costa, Volk, and Tapuria.
But on the one side though, they had Paulo Costa, Ian Gary, Triple Cringe, and then they had like Roman Kopylov, who didn't really say anything. But yeah, but Tapuria, man, like he was trying to pull his best Conor McGregor scenario if I've ever seen one. Right, he even snatched the belt from fucking Volk, and Volk coming out there dressed like an old man.
What's up, Ray?
Yeah, it was
old man awesome. Volk.
Yeah.
Shit, Mackenzie Dern, baby. I'm watching.
But we have time to do the full card, right? Breakdown's a pretty good card.
There's only 12 fights, so
that's it. No, just 12.
Let's start with the poster here. I like it.
I like it.
I like the photos. Yeah, Volk looks kind of scared in a way, so that I don't like. It looks like what the fuck. He's got the what the fuck face.
He's coming off
He
that damn
does.
head kick too.
I mean, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. We've seen a bunch of shitty posters lately. I'm gonna
Looks
give
like
this
you
one
gotta
a
take
7.
dump.
Yeah,
Me too.
I'll agree
A
with
7.
Rudy.
Hurry up, take that photo. I got a shit.
I like our artwork for this week better than that one. I want to
Yes.
say so.
Oh yeah, sure.
Bro, our
Yeah.
outwork is always better than their posters, bro. You
It
always
took me
kill
about
it.
as long to make that as the effort they put into it. So I'm putting equal effort. You know what I mean? And yeah, like it's not that hard. So, but the UFC returning to Anaheim, the Honda Center prelims will be on ESPN. So as long as you have cable or however you're gonna watch it, you better be watching on ESPN. Order this up. Watch every single second of every round of every fight. All 12 fights. So yeah, it's big stakes for the featherweight division. Starting this card off, very familiar faces. Women's flyweight, Miranda Maverick against Andrea Lee, who's on a 3-fight skid. And ranking wise, it makes sense. 18 against 19, but this fight may have the potential of just like the last card, right, Rudy? Like I don't know what's your read on this like a matchup here because Andrea Lee's fighting for a job.
Yeah, she's definitely fighting for a job, bro. 3-0 plus 170 underdog, going up against a minus 205 favorite. She won her last fight against Priscilla Cachoeira. And it was, I thought it was going to be decision win, but she went in there and armbarred her ass.
Yeah, she looked impressive in that fight.
Yeah, she's really impressive, man, in that fight. And before that, she was on a 2-fight win streak, and then she lost to Jasmine Jasavicius in a unanimous decision loss. So yeah, man, I think it's going to be a bad night for Andrea KGB Lee. I think this is probably going to be the last time we see her in the UFC.
Bro, I have Maverick winning by KO TKO round 2.
But I'm gonna leave this as a caveat. It'd be a great idea to put KGB down as an underdog pick on one of your bet slips because there's a chance she could, she's got a lot more knowledge, man, when it comes to fighting. She might be able to do something and put Miranda away, man. Highly unlikely, but there's a chance.
Yeah.
Yep. Miranda's more she's more attractive, so I'm going with Miranda.
Val Kilmer for the win.
No.
Val Kilmer.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Maverick. Maverick decision. She seems to like most of her fights are really entertaining though. She really gets after it. Yeah. And Andrea KGB Lee is that type of opponent to bring that out. I think this will be a really scrappy fight to kick the card off, and hopefully it's not like no controversial fucking. What was the last fight? It was a no contest for like a low blow.
Yeah,
that last card.
Low blow.
Yeah, it was Orichi Kalang versus Marcos. That was horrible way to start the fight, bro. And it's always guys that are very closely matched up, and the fight odds are real close. It always happens like that. This is one of those fights. There's a really high potential for some bullshit to happen, man. I've never really seen bullshit happen in their fights before. They're fairly clean fighters, so I don't see anything happen, but you never know, man.
Mark, who do you got?
You know what? I gotta stick with Lee.
Bro, what else is the white guy with a bald head gonna say?
The fuck? First off, fuck you.
You are so dumb.
Well, moving on, the early prelims, of course. My care level is very low on this bout here. Val Woodburn, I think he got sparked out by Bo Nickel, right? His debut.
Yeah, he came in on a short notice fight against Bo Nickel on his UFC debut. Previously, he was 7-0, undefeated, coming out of Combat Night, whatever that is. And yeah, Bo Nickel put him out. He lasted a lot longer than I thought he would, but yeah, he got knocked out. He's a smaller guy. He's a plus 235 underdog. Going up against a 9-2-0 favorite in Oban Elliott, minus 290 favorite, 26-year-old. He's got a height and reach advantage. Pretty much anybody in this weight division is going to have a height and reach advantage against Val Woodburn. I think he's a powerful puncher, but it takes a lot more to being a MMA fighter than powerful puncher, and I think Oban Elliott is gonna chin this dude, man.
Yeah, and he's facing a guy that's previously the Cage Warriors, long running Cage Warriors, impressive on the Dana White Contender Series. He got that opportunity to become a UFC fighter there. So we'll see what he's made of here, like you said, Rudy, because it's Val Woodburn, who we've only seen him once. I don't even know what that organization was that he fought previously, but 7-1. Like I said, my care level is very low. I'm gonna pick Oban Elliott. You know what I mean? Because this is like way far out in the what do you call it? Relevant fighters that like you tell a hardcore fucking fight fan, Val Woodburn and Oban Elliott, like they can't tell you like, oh yeah, this is clear cut. Val Woodburn's running away. So it's a weird matchup, but yeah, it makes sense to be the second fight on the card. You know what I mean? So
Joey's gonna go with the Floridian.
Since y'all are all racist, I'm going for Jamaica.
He's Floridian. He's from Florida.
It says Jamaica right there.
I've been to Jamaica. It says he that's his nationality, but he's from Florida.
He's from Apopka, Florida.
I've been there. Yeah, I'm going Jamaica. Val, yeah,
where's Apopka, Florida?
Down by Miami.
South Florida. Yep.
No wonder.
So yeah, he got embarrassed by Bo Nickel, in his debut. But I think he's on a redemption. He's gonna come out head hunting.
Isn't it pronounced Opalaka, right, Joey?
That's how you say it, yeah, Opalaka.
That's right.
Oh, but there is a Opaka though. Something like that.
Tapioca.
My accent will fuck it up.
Habba-dabba.
Yeah, but dabble.
Alpha Florida. Habba-dooba fabba alba. Remember that guy, Mushmouth?
Oh yeah.
I'm a gumma dooba da hoba podcast, but like this.
Sounds like the dude from Waterboy.
Yeah.
No night.
You like to see homos gay?
He's like the special teams coach or something like that, right? Or that's right. But moving on the card, fellas, Josh Quinlan, he came from the Contender Series as well. Danny Barlow making his UFC debut. He's also a Contender Series guy too, as well, right?
Yeah, 7-0. Danny Barlow, minus 180 favorite, going up against a plus 155 slight underdog against Josh Quinlan. Lost his last fight against Trey Waters in decision.
Josh Quinlan looks like he steals catalytic converters in his spare time.
Yeah, I mean, he is. He did get popped for steroid use, and admittedly said that he did it because he wasn't confident in his skills. Like, bro. I mean, if you're telling me that you have to do that because you're not confident in your skills, I'm not confident I'm not confident in picking you when you're not on the juice. So I'm going with Danny Barlow, left hand to God. I think this dude is gonna chin Josh Quinlan. I mean, Josh Quinlan,
round two, bro.
They hyped this cat up, ever since he came into the UFC, and he was less than impressive in all of his outings, man. And I think Danny Barlow, I mean, he's got like a 2-inch height reach advantage, 8-inch reach advantage. And a 2-inch height advantage. So he's taller and way longer arms. Josh Quinlan, if you've seen this guy, he looks like Chris Benoit, bro. His little T-Rex arms.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he ain't winning this fight.
No, Barlow's gonna KO him on the round two, bro.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Quinlan against the grain here.
Of course he would.
Oh.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Yeah. Rudy, do you have your is your screen shared, or is it moving on the fight card? It's still on the Maverick.
Oh.
And Andrea Lee, but yeah, it's really like it's some young prospects or so. Debut UFC guy and Danny Barlow, Quinlan. What he got? He lost the decision to Trey Waters his last fight, so I don't know. It's a weird matchup, but I'm curious to see how Danny Barlow does in a debut against a guy who's making his sophomore appearance as a UFC fighter. So, but moving on. We have 205 action, which is the only light heavyweight fight on this card, I believe. And it is Mingyang Zhang versus Bredson Ribeiro. And care level, very low, right? Or do you guys, what do you think?
I flipped a coin and it landed on Zhang winning KO by round 3.
I got Ribeiro.
Well, it's a lot of contender series guys. Of course, Ribeiro's from the contender series here, so they loaded the card up, the early portion of it, of course, with a lot of guys making their debut. And if you're not a real fight fan, then you don't know who any of these guys are either, too. So, because it's the Mountain Tiger, that's a badass nickname, the Mountain Tiger, Ming Yang Zhang. So I don't know.
Yeah, this
Joey,
is one of
Joey, who do you
those
got?
highly contested fights, bro. It's really close.
I ordered a lot of shit off of Wish. I'm going for China.
Yeah,
Or Timu, right?
Minus 140 favorite Zhang versus Brendan Hiberio, plus 120 underdog. 15-5, 16-6. These guys are, this is another one of those matchups that's really a really good matchup. But I got Zhang chinning Brendan Hiberio.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Zhang. He's got plenty of first round finishes, so if it's something like that happens in the first, I won't be surprised. Ribeiro, he could just be a tough bastard, and he showcases and puts a stamp on it. It's 205, so it's like the only 205 fight on the card. I think Zhang was the road to the UFC winner, right? Chinese guy, so they're always trying to get the Chinese fighters, showcase them. So a big win here would be nice. I mean, the guy's 16-6, so a lot of his previous bouts are against fighters from that region of the world. So now he's in the UFC where the big boys play. So, but moving on to prelims, we have some 135 bantamweight action with Rinya Nakamura against Carlos Vera, and I think is Carlos Vera also another contender series guy?
Yeah, he's a good. No, he came from Fury, dude. This is his UFC debut. He's 36
He's a
years
debut
old.
guy. Okay.
He's a plus 540 heavy underdog going up against an 8-0 Rinya Nakamura, minus 850. Huge favorite from Japan. The skill level's going to be obvious when this fight starts, man. I mean, Carlos Vera, he's a good fighter, but 36 years old and you're making your UFC debut. The dude made it, but
barely.
This is just not you really think they're going to invest this type of time and money into Rinya Nakamura and let him lose to a guy like Carlos Vera? There's a chance, but
yeah, good call.
Extremely unlikely. That's not going to happen. I think Rinya Nakamura is gonna Nakamura this guy's ass out.
Yeah, because Carlos Vera, I knew he was debuting, but I know he fought in the contender series with he fought Brad Katona and he lost there. But he's like you said, really the age, and this is really like catered to Nakamura here. And
yeah, man.
Yeah, because
I think
it's mostly
club and sub, bro. Club and sub, second round.
Yeah, I'm chiseling in Nakamura right now.
Yeah.
He reminds me of he could be like the little brother of that guy from that fought Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Bolo?
Bolo Yang?
Yeah.
That's racist, bro.
Yeah, come on, Rob.
Come on, dude. Don't do that shit.
Say that. The fuck I
But-
can't.
The fuck I can't.
Well, moving on, the prelims, heavyweight action. Marcos Rogerio de Lima versus Justin Tafa. And man, Rogerio de Lima has been around forever, right? Like this guy, well, Derek Lewis knocked him the fuck out last time around, but the guy's a seasoned vet, man. Like he's always like his path to victory in this fight, in my opinion, is the grappling. Like I think he could probably like make this a complete snoozer, take Justin Tafa down. I mean, he's pretty well rounded, de Lima. I mean, we know how Justin Tafa wins fights, and he wins them like with one-shot KOs, So if de Lima can weather the storm, take some big shots, I think, it's kind of a step down in competition because de Lima just previously fought fucking Derek the Black Beast Lewis, and he won in the most unexpected way possible with that flying knee.
He
But
got fucking steamrolled.
and Justin Tafa came off that brutal KO of what's his name, Austin Lane. Yeah,
from my
where
home,
it
from
was like
Jacksonville, former Jaguar player.
that's right.
I think their first outing it got stopped because of an unintentional eye poke, so they ran it back.
Mm-hmm.
And they ran it back.
I mean,
and still poked him in the fucking eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was like, not again.
And I like Yeah, I definitely like Justin Tafa. I wouldn't be surprised if he KOs him quick with something, but some about this fight where DeLima, this could be the snoozer of the night sandwich where he just fucking takes him down, holds him down for 3 rounds, and wins a decision.
Yeah, I'm calling, bro. Calling it out. Minus 150 favorite Marcos Rogerio de Lima up against Justin Tafa, plus 125 slight underdog. He stands a chance to chin him, but if it doesn't do it in the first round, good luck. I think Rogerio de Lima just has a lot of fight knowledge, and he's going to show it, man. He shows it every time. I think Derek Lewis, that was just kind of a fluke, bro. Before that, he beat Waldo Cortez. Andrei Arlovsky, not a big deal. Blagov, Ivanov, that was the unanimous decision for Blagov. I don't think he really won that fight. And Ben Rothwell, he knocked that motherfucker out. So I don't know, man. He's kind of up there in age, but you just can't discount his skill, man. He doesn't take a lot of damage.
Man, you can't sleep on them Samoans, dog.
Yeah, you can't, but you can if you actually sleep on top of them, which Rogerio de Lima might do.
Yeah, and see it at heavyweight too, like experience matters most, or a lot more, in my opinion, than like other weight classes. Because like look at, like you mentioned, Orlovsky, like that guy was winning fights by decision that he probably shouldn't have won, based on fight experience. And like De Lima's kind of that guy. And of course, the names that you just mentioned, like those fights, yeah, he probably shouldn't have won. The guy ended up winning. And as much as I want to pick Justin Tafa here by some type of stoppage, I am going to pick for sure this Rogerio de Lima in the fight.
This is one I'm gonna stay away from on the bet slips.
Yeah, yeah.
I got Tafa winning.
We'll come back to this fight
2
next week.
KO.
Rob's got Tafa. Mark, who do you got?
Tafa.
And Joey. All right.
So you guys are going with the lighter skinned dude. Bunch of racists up in here.
Yeah.
Man, fuck
Get the haircut for it. Get the haircut for it, guys. Just remember that.
Look at Amanda Lemos is going Super Saiyan, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, she is.
Let's go divorce Durham.
Yeah, moving on the card, women's strawweight action. Amanda Lemos, who previously just fought for the title.
Ex-wife Dern.
Hey, but Mackenzie Dern. She's coming back rather quickly, but I like the matchup a lot. I think these ladies were bound to meet up at some point, and Lemos coming off fought for the title, got completely dominated by Weili Zhang. But Mackenzie Dern, her boxing looked completely fucking terrible her last fight, bro. So
she looked, she looked fucking horrible.
Yeah,
but if she actually was training, like if she's training boxing for this fight and sewed that part up and actually, like, because that's what Amanda Lemos is going to do. Like maybe her cardio may come into question. Mackenzie Dern, obviously, she has the advantage if it does go to the ground, but cardio here, I'm going to favor Mackenzie Dern in the fight. It's really close though. It's a 49-51 here, but
no way. Minus 135
I'm going for
favorite.
Lemos,
Amanda
bro.
Lemos. Mackenzie Dern is a plus 115 underdog. They both dropped their last fights. But again, Amanda Lemos dropped her fight against the champ, Weili Zhang, took her to a unanimous decision.
Yep.
Mackenzie Dern lost embarrassingly to Jessica Andrade, bro.
She got beat up by a dude.
And keep in mind, she's taking this fight on short notice. So that's another, and I'm worried about her weight.
She was going through the divorce or something too, right?
Yeah, well, she's already been done with the divorce for like a year. But yeah,
it was something to do with that though.
Or her weight.
She's probably got to work again to pay the alimony.
Yeah, so I think Amanda Lemos is gonna spark her up on the feet, bro. Mackenzie Dern just doesn't have the hands, dude. And when you've seen her when she starts getting hit in the face, she always buckles, bro. She freaks out. She pulls guard and she tries to work off her back. And this is the wrong woman
my
to
kind
do
of
that
lady.
against. She's gonna have
we have
this chick down, dude.
We have seen Mackenzie Dern look pretty good, like in the stand-up, but that was when she was training with Jason Perillo, the coach of Michael Bisping's boxing coach or so. But she abandoned that in her last camp and got fucked up. So I think she hasn't made improvements in the striking. Amanda Lemos, like Rudy said, will light her up.
There's no way, dude. There's no way that she's gonna improve her boxing and less than 3 months. There's no way. Especially
Thanks, you could.
not to be on par with Amanda Lemos. There's no fucking way, bro. And getting punched in the face is not something you teach. We've seen her time and time again. The minute she gets punched in the face, she freaks out, bro. She freezes.
Just like Brock
She pulls
Lesnar.
guard. Exactly, bro.
Punch him in the face. They turtle up.
And this is one woman, Amanda Lemos, said you're not going to get away with doing that, bro. If you turtle up and you shell up and try to pull guard, this bitch is going to get on you and just pound your face in. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
My sex drive says Mackenzie Dern, but my brain says Amanda.
I want to see.
And I do want to mention too that Mackenzie Dern's Brazilian accent is completely gone.
It's gone.
I don't know what happened to it. It vanished. I heard. So
it got Americanized.
But yeah, moving on. That's going to conclude the prelims. That is in fact the main event of the prelims. So bout order subject to change. We're looking at Tapology cheat sheet here. So kicking off the main card, we seen him at the press conference earlier today. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez against Roman Kopylov. Very high on this kid. Man, I think this is a proper matchup, man. Anthony Hernandez is one of those fucking Max Griffin type guys, you know, you got to get through. And Kopylov, man, surging contender, right? I don't know. Starting with you, Rudy, though. Rudy, you probably got Hernandez, right? I know you do.
Fuck no, dude. 11-2, Fluffy Hernandez minus 180 favorite. 12-2-0 plus 150 underdog for Roman Kopylov. They're both on a 4-fight win streak. I don't know, man. This is gonna be a bad night for Anthony Hernandez, dude. Kopylov is not. This dude's a hitter, bro. This dude is a hitter.
Yes.
And when he hits you, you're gonna feel that shit. Anthony Hernandez is. I mean, he's like leaps and bounds above him on the ground game, but the hard thing is getting Kopylov to the ground, and I think that's going to be a challenge for Hernandez. If he manages to do it, it's going to be a tough night for Kopylov, but I don't see that happening, dude. I think Kopylov is he's gonna knock this fool out.
Yep.
And I say he's gonna knock him out in the third round.
I'm going
just
with
for
the
fact
dog.
that Anthony is, you know, he's a very tough fighter, man. So,
and I love Hernandez. I love this guy.
I do too. I love Fluffy. I mean, we've been following this guy for the longest time, and
you don't bet against the Govs. You just don't do it, bro.
Don't, bro.
Yeah,
don't.
That's a rule of thumb. Definitely a rule of thumb. And my take on the fight is cardio advantage. I'd probably give to Anthony Hernandez, but Kopylov has got like a crazy kick arsenal, body kicks, and he could probably catch Hernandez with one of them slick kicks. Because yeah, man. But damage control, like Hernandez, if he could weather the storm and make it a drag it out fucking dogfight for 3 rounds, I could easily see him winning that fight that way. Because it's like Rudy said, it's a wrestling advantage to Hernandez. So it's your classic wrestler versus striker here. So my official pick is Roman Kopylov by stoppage, 2nd round.
Nice.
You could go either way. Anthony Hernandez is a badass, bro. I can see why he's a favorite, but I just don't see it happening, bro, with Kopylov. This dude's a hitter.
Mark?
Kopylov.
Joey?
Hernandez.
Copy zone.
Copy zone.
Well, moving on the main card. Man, I love this matchup. Love it. But Henry Cejudo.
I hope that motherfucker trips on the way out and smashes his goddamn face on the floor. I cannot stand that son of a bitch. I don't care how many gold medals he won. Fuck that dude.
Right?
Man.
One big red flag, though. There's one big red flag, and Dana White even mentioned it. Is like when you mention the R word, you're kind of like, I don't know. Henry, of course, he's the triple GOAT, fucking gold medalist, 2 division champ. But I like the Dana White's take on it, where Henry retired out of nowhere in the middle of his prime and came back. Of course, credit him. He fought Aljo, the top dude at 135 in a return, and arguably might have won the fight in a lot of people's eyes. It was very close. So in that aspect, like Merab's training partners with Aljo, we all know that. Merab's a takedown machine. But in this fight here, Merab's probably going to have to do a lot more striking, and it's not going to be easy to hold down Triple Cringe. So if there is takedowns that happen, I think Henry was more likely to hold Merab down. But Merab, if he takes you down, he continues to take you down throughout the fight. He'll fucking, attempt 50 takedowns, and he might get 20 of them. You know what I mean? That's just what the guy does. But based on camp previously with Aljo, great game plan. I don't know if Henry Cejudo is training with the same people these days, but the
Nope,
R
he's not.
word worries me, and I'm gonna pick Merab Dvalishvili by, of course, a decision. Who's the only person to
Yeah.
stop Henry Cejudo? Hasn't he been stopped once?
He has. Let me find out who.
Yeah, because not many people have beat Henry Cejudo to begin with, but it's like I don't see Merab being the guy to
Yeah,
stop him.
the only person who ever stopped him by a finish, not decision, was Demetrius Johnson, dude. TKO, knees to the
Okay.
body, first round.
Damn.
197.
That's the
How
only
long
time.
ago?
Same
How
pro.
long ago was that?
That was April 23rd, 2016.
Wow.
See, so that's the only time I forget about that. Yeah,
and then
the
right
classic
after
knees.
that, dude, he lost to Joseph Benavidez.
That's a fluke. That's such a fluke. Like that's the
Yeah.
biggest fluke of his entire career. Of
It was a
Cejudo. He
split
probably
decision.
that loss haunts him for sure. But I don't know. I don't trust the cringe here. I favor Merab in a decision for sure. But
I'm going.
yeah,
I'm going for the Mexican. Merab's going to win by decision.
yeah, he had the Mexican flag out too. So
Yeah, he said he was going to win this for the Mexicans because
Yes, he
Cejudo doesn't want to use a Mexican flag because he's an American. Bro, shut up. I don't know, man. Minus 190 favorite, Merab Dvalishvili on a crazy fight win streak. Henry Cejudo's the plus 160 underdog. Triple cringe, retiree, coming out of retirement to lose to Aljo. I don't know, man. I think Father Time catches up to everybody, bro. 37 years old. Merab is in his prime. And I think he's going to outwork him, bro. I think it's going to be a unanimous decision. I'd be happy with a finish, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah, no, it's going to be by decision, bro.
Yeah, some very long odds on a finish via Merab because, yeah, I mean, I definitely see him winning the fight, but it sets up the scenario of him fighting Sean O'Malley if Sean O'Malley can get through the second time around with Chito Vera
this
coming
fight,
up.
and that fight will be for the jacket.
That's right. But I would not be surprised if Henry Cejudo retires after this fight too. So
me either.
True.
I think he should.
Yeah,
He should.
nobody will be surprised.
Again.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
He doesn't have nothing to prove.
Nah.
Nope. But your pick is Joey and Mark. Who do you guys got?
Merab.
Not Henry. I can tell you that. I guarantee you, he was on. His people had him on some kind of hype train, and then I guarantee you, he thought when he retired that he would have so many people begging for him to come out, and he would get a big money fight and this and that. Didn't happen.
Nope.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't get the Jake.
He's gonna get a nice humble pie.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Dude, my kids are on a Wonka kick right now. Every day when I get home, they're watching one of the movies. Love it.
I haven't seen the new one yet, though.
I heard it was pretty good.
I watched halfway through it. I haven't finished it.
Yeah, I guess it's not that good.
Shit, I'm tired when I get home. I had to get out of bed to come do this.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Moving on the main card. And wow, this fight, we've been waiting for this fight for a while, but I don't think it's going to be what people want it to be. Jeff Neal versus Ian Machado Gary. Oh, I'm going to make this. Well, Ian Gary, like I thought he'd get a lot more questions at the presser, but whatever. Like this is a grudge match.
Everybody was booing him. Everybody's hating on Ian McGarry. I mean, I could see why, but
they used to cheer him, bro. They used to cheer him on. He's such
a
bitch now, bro.
Until they found out he was a cuck.
I can't stand him, dude. And it's not even being about a cuck. It's like, dude, this guy this guy. He went off talking about Sean Strickland, how he's got personal issues with Sean Strickland because you shouldn't bring up people's family. It's like, bitch, weren't you the one who was calling out Neil Magny of all people? You start beef with Neil Magny saying that he beats his kids, spreading rumors, telling people, reporters, that's all you did the whole fight week. You were just talking shit saying that the dude beats his kids. You're taking something out of context. But now all of a sudden you're mad because someone speaks the truth about your wife, you taking your wife's name and having her ex-husband live with you guys. Not like, I don't care what you do in your personal life, man, but if you want to start
I
throwing
wish a
stones,
motherfucker would.
don't get mad when people throw them back. Don't be a little bitch. And I love the kid, bro. I love his fight skills. No denying that shit. I liked him when he was humble, and then all of a sudden remember, like, it just flipped the switch, bro. Ever since he did that Connor walkout,
Yeah, I
dude,
was gonna mention that with that Connor
it's
walk.
like he turned into a heel, and it's like, bro, why are you doing this? Yeah, I understand you're skilled and shit, but like, you're letting just shit get way into your fucking head. I hope he fucking gets chinned by Jeff Neal, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, I think Ian is gonna win by decision, bro. There's
Nah,
no way that he's gonna be able to finish Neal.
I think so. He can, and he
I
will.
don't know, man. It's
No, he will, and I'll tell you why. Because Jeff Neal, he's had losses to guys that have the same body type as Machado. He's got the height advantage, long, lanky guy, kind of like Magny, Steven Thompson, and who else? Like fucking even like Kevin Holland even like tuned up Jeff Neal a while back. But yeah, Jeff Neal's fought like everybody at 170, but this is a grudge match, like I mentioned. They showed respect at the press conference. Whatever, they're getting in the cage. They're prize fighters. They're fighting for a paycheck, and they buried the hatchet. Whatever, whatever. I think Ian Gary goes out there and shines big time and fucking puts Jeff Neal out there in second round. Because yeah, hate him or love him, like fucking Ian Gary is gonna fight all the top dudes, and it starts with Jeff Neal here. And yeah, I can't pick Jeff Neal in the fight, not at all.
He says this is his game plan for the rest of the year. He says after he beats Jeff Neal, he's going to retire Colby Covington, and after that, he's going to fight for the number one contender belt and take the belt next year. So that's his plan. Let's see if he manages to get it. I mean, that's a good plan. These are good guys. If you could get it done, that's a path to go, man. But I don't know, bro. I can't wait for the day that one of these dudes just shuts this fucker up. I can't stand him anymore, bro. I used to like this kid, man. I really do. And I'm not knocking his skill, because I'm even saying he's going to win this fight, and I think he's going to finish Jeff Neal. And I'm hoping he doesn't.
He just needs some humble pies, all.
Yeah, bro. He needs a fucking ass whipping. I mean, this dude had the nerve to say, you know what? I hope they give me a fight in Ireland soon, because pretty soon I'm going to be too big to do an event in Ireland. Like, what? What the fuck did you just say? You're going to be too big to do an event in Ireland? Like, all right. You piece of shit.
I mean, I'd love the matchup later down the road. I'd see it happening with Ian Gary and Shavkat. I think he's like a new breed with Shavkat. So eventually,
that's going to be the fight, bro, for the number one, contender. I think if he manages to get Jeff Neal out of the way and takes Colby out of the way, him versus Shavkat, even for the belt, might even be for an interim, bro. Who knows? But that would be a banger, and I would say Shavkat will fucking murk this guy.
But what if Neil Magny comes in on short notice and just takes somebody out and ruins all the plans?
That would be great. I
well,
want to see him beat him like his children.
Yeah, he passed the test of Neil Magny in his last fight too, of course. But yeah, we've been waiting for this grudge match. So yeah, Ian Gary's whatever. He's not McGregor, but like I think he's gonna have some great performances where you gotta hate him before you like him, because the guy is fucking a badass fighter, and like
he is.
The Connor antics are done. I think he's like, yeah, I can't be doing that shit no more. But the guy, when he gets in the cage, he's fucking hard to handle. I don't think Neil is going to get the win. Of course, my pick is Ian Gary. So,
what fight style is Jeff Neal?
He's just a brawler, bro. He's out of Fortis MMA, and it's a lot of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I credit him for getting the third round with Shavkat, though. That's no easy task. So that was his last fight. So
right.
Yeah, nobody like Shavkat is the GOAT.
Please, MMA guys, hear our plea. Let Jeff Neal chin this motherfucker.
Hard.
But moving on, we made it to the co-main event of the night.
Knuckles.
Robert the Reaper Whitaker against Secret Juice. Paulo Costa, and we just don't really like Paulo Costa. We know he's Twitter and like he's a funny guy, and like we don't really hear anything. Well, he agreed to fight. Who else was it? Chimaev, right? And that fight fell out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We were
yeah, he
supposed to
got
see him last year.
he
Yeah,
got like
okay,
bursitis of the elbow and had surgery.
that's right. Okay, but take anybody that takes on Robert Whitaker, like you bet Paulo better been training his ass off, man, because this is Robert Whitaker where I guess he was injured his last fight too, where Dricus du Plessis
Mm-hmm.
finished him, and we very rarely
Mm-hmm.
see Robert Whitaker finish. Like Izzy got it done, but Whitaker, previous champion, and since he's lost the belt's kind of been bouncing around everywhere. But is Paulo Costa really chasing the title here? What do you guys think? Because it's like, yeah,
No.
if he does go,
No.
well, if he does, yeah, if he goes out there and somehow fucking gets some crazy finish on Whitaker, then it puts him in a place where it's like, I guess,
He
yeah, he
was
might
on the
have to
verge
fight
of
Chimaev.
he was on the verge of his last fight being the Khamzat fight, and then they had to renegotiate, and then they added more fights to his contract, and then they were gonna go through with the fight, and then he got the bursitis of the elbow. He still wanted to fight, but the doctor said no. So I don't know, man. I love Paulo Costa. He's badass, but just because Bobby Knuckles drops one to Juricus doesn't mean shit.
Right?
He just had a bad night, bro, and
Yep.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be a long night for Paulo Costa. I think
Dude,
Whitaker,
Paulo
Bobby
hasn't
Knuckles
fought in almost a
decision.
year, man. It's been a year since we've seen Paulo Costa fight.
But really, I
and
mean, it was a year and a half ago against Luke Rockhold, bro. Luke fucking
I
Rockhold,
know
and that was a unanimous decision.
against
So really, his
true,
last fight was against Yoel Romero. And really, was that a fight?
bro.
That was boring, the
No,
boringest fight.
that was
So
a boring
technically,
fight.
his last good fight was against Uriah Hall 5 years and 7 months ago. So yeah,
no.
Secret
Bobby
juice.
Knuckles is gonna. Bobby Knuckles
sorry,
is
bro.
gonna.
He's
He's gonna win. It's gonna be.
But
I got him by KO round 3. I highly doubt that's gonna happen.
Nah, Bobby Knuckles, he doesn't finish people. He ain't got the power to knock
Yeah,
out Costa.
yeah,
He just had. He just
but I
has
still
the
have.
passion.
I
the
still
best
have
case
Whitaker winning.
scenario here for this fight is both guys are healthy because Paulo, like we mentioned, has all kinds of shit, slew of injuries. Whitaker was injured against Dricus, so both guys are healthy. So I think might be. It's very proper for co-main event. Big profile names here, but yeah, my pick is Robert Whitaker. And man, it's Paulo Costa. He said he's chasing the belt in the presser, but he's not chasing the belt. The secret juice,
dude. He's just hyping himself up. That's all it is.
And that's okay.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna happen.
Old Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's living the vida loca.
He is.
And Ricky Martin.
But who do you guys got though? Joey and Mark?
Robert.
Bobby Knuckles.
Oh, Whitaker. Okay, so we're heavy on Whitaker. Costa winning is probably. We're all going to be wrong here. Costa's going to like uppercut from fucking hell first round or something. Yeah.
Joey's like, that Mexican ain't winning. He's not Mexican.
Brazilian.
Same thing.
But
people say the same thing about Native Americans too.
Yeah.
The main event of the evening, the GOAT, Alexander the Great Volkanovski versus Ilya El Matador Topuria.
El Dickhead.
The surging contender, like the presser,
dickhead.
he was cringe as fuck at that presser.
Bro, that's another up and comer, bro. Who's being a total dick. I really respected the dude. His fight skills, like I was high on this guy until he started opening his mouth. And like, who's giving these guys accused of, hey, start being a dickhead? I think it's Satan, bro. I think it's Taylor Swift.
You know what it is?
Taylor Swift. It's Taylor Swift.
It's the WWE.
Oh, Taylor Swift, dude. Taylor Swift and her devil music.
WWE is telling these folks now for the UFC, you got to start bringing more drama to these press conference. Be a dick. Be the bad guy. The other side is going to be the good guy, and then finish it in the cage. I guarantee.
Bro,
I guarantee you.
I guarantee you that's not what's happening, dude. These guys are just going out there getting full of their fucking themselves. He's 14-0, and he's being a dick, bro. He's being a fucking dick.
He is. And today it showed his true colors.
And I don't know, man. Just I haven't really seen him. I mean, what he subbed Bryce Mitchell, Josh Emmett, unanimous decision. He's
That
gonna
was a
have a long
beating,
fucking
though.
night, bro. He's gonna have a long night, man. A long night. I think Volkanovski. He's just better all around, man. Topuria has
And
the
they need to
power to take him out, but I just don't think that's gonna happen.
they need to change his nickname for that night as Alexander Old Man Volkanovski.
Right?
Yeah, he's running with that criticism, though. People saying whatever, he's old, but yeah, he's lost 2 of his last 3, but those 2 were to the pound for pound best fighter in the world, and Islam Makhachev. So Ilya Topuria definitely deserves a fight. I've seen this happening. We talked about it. I've been high on
Yep.
Topuria for a long time, and I know that Josh Emmett test he passed with flying colors. Topuria is for sure probably one of the best boxers. Alex has previously fought the best boxer in Max Holloway a couple times, and I mean Volkanovski in a finish. There's so many different scenarios for both these guys to win the fight. Volkanovski's always just I mean he's a realist for one, but man, the wrestling he's gonna have to incorporate the wrestling here. He's gonna have to get some takedowns. He's gonna have to disrupt the rhythm of Topuria, because if Topuria comes out in that first round, catches a rhythm and starts landing shots, like especially like body shots or so, that could be trouble right away for Volkanovski. So look for that early. But he's got effective knees and counter shots, so Volk's got to stay away. He's got to be Alex the Great, But this time around, he's healthy. He took that Islam fight, not on a full camp. Like I said, he is a realist, so he sees both sides. Like I heard a recent interview where it's like, yeah, it's a big payday. If I lose, it's going to be this. If I win, then yeah. But honestly, at 145, it's so hard to pick against Volkanovski, right? So if Topuria goes out there and fucking shocks the world, I mean, there you have it. You have a new star born,
MMA
beating
gods,
one of the
please,
greatest.
please, MMA gods, hear our call. Let these loudmouths, assholes, get some humble pie. They need some humble pie. They need it, bro.
Ilya's gonna get.
I'm going old sloppy
needs to
toppy.
get KO'd. Sloppy toppy.
Sloppy toppy. That's funny, dude. Yeah, minus 110. It's dead even, bro. On the bet slips.
Yeah, it is.
It's a toss up, bro. It really is. But I think experience is going to be a huge factor here. Because we've seen Volkanovski fight the best, bro, and take them to the limit. And
but he's also coming off a head kick knockout.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just been known to change a man.
Yeah.
And like David
we'll see
said,
how he does.
If he goes out there and starts getting a rhythm and starts putting some combos together, Volkanovski's going to start questioning himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Topuria is like he's a guy where they're saying like whatever that he's trash, not necessarily trash talking. It's just he knows he's earned it, and that this time it's his for the taking, and it's against the best guy to do it at 145. So that challenge alone, he's going to get up for the moment. You know what I mean? And Volk is the guy that does get up for the moment. So we're in for a treat. The press conference was fucking garbage. So the fight is definitely going to play out as the best versus the best, and that's what we like to see. And Volk doesn't fight anybody but the best. So Topuria might say if he wins, he's not going to fight Ortega or any of these guys, but if he wins the belt, he's fighting everybody. You know what I mean? I think he's that type of champion.
Here's Volkanovski dressed up as an old man.
And he was falling asleep.
It's hilarious, dude. That was like the best part of the conference.
Paulo Costa goes over there to wake him up.
And that really got under Ilya Topuria's skin, bro.
Yeah,
he got
it did.
so pissed. And then he got up and Volk starts getting up like an old man, and Ilya was getting mad, bro. He was getting like, what the fuck? He's gonna stand up and fight me now. Fight me now. I'm here right now. And Volk's like, oh, he's getting riled up, isn't he? It was hilarious, bro.
Dude.
Yep.
All right,
history
fellas.
will be made.
Yes, sir. History will be made for sure. All right, guys. Awesome show tonight. We went on to overtime, but that's okay. Joey,
Thanks
thanks
for
for
the invite.
joining us again. I know it's pretty late out there where you're at. It's like
Yeah, I just
2
got
o'clock in the morning.
I just got a message, man, while we were doing this. My great uncle fell and
Oh
had to take him
shit!
to the ER, and he's got a spinal fracture. So I need some
Oh,
positive. I need some positive vibes.
yes,
Sorry,
positive
bro.
vibes for Joey's uncle.
Yeah, my great uncle. He's like in his 80s. Yeah,
He's
he's in his
got
mid
this.
80s.
He's got this.
So
Yeah, I hope he's okay,
But
man.
yep,
yeah,
yep.
probably about to go change and headed to the ER.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody that's watching and or listening, and also chatting in the chat here. We really do appreciate everything and all your support. Other than that, David, you know what to do, man.
Stay saucy, keep it funky.
Yes,
We out
indeed.
this
Another
beat.
Thursday night.
Later, dude.
Yep. Better, Joey. But yes, indeed. Another Thursday night with the Amigos. Episode 202 in the books. If you want all the latest combat sports news around the world, around the clock, go to fightbookmma.com. To hear all our previous episodes, wherever you get your podcasts, look us up, Sitting Ringside, Fightbook MMA. Go to the website. We're there too. We're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hit us up.
We are. We're everywhere.
For myself, Dave Rodriguez, Joey down in Florida, Mark Ambu Miller up north, Rudy Lar, producer at Hand Down South, Roberto Villa, the boss, El Jefe. This is episode 202. Enjoy the fights. History will be made. We'll catch you on the next one.
In this room knows the way that I feel about a lot of things. Basically, I don't give a fuck is the answer to most things. Everybody's too soft. Everybody's too sensitive about everything.